Given the function f of x equals negative 2x squared minus 3x plus 5, we need to compute each of the following. So notice that this f of 2, this 2 is in place of x. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put this 2 in place of x throughout this whole equation. So one thing you can do is even write out the whole equation and in place of x just have it blank. So minus 3 and then x plus 5, and then in there we'll put the 2. It's really important that you do parentheses so that this kind of helps you remember to do the order correctly, and especially when there's negatives, you'll see. Now on these, it's important to remember your order of operations. So parentheses first, exponents before multiplying. It can be tempting to do negative 2 times 2 first, but you cannot. You have to do exponents first. So we'll do 2 squared, which is 4, still times that negative 2. Now we can do this one, negative 3 times 2, because there's not an exponent connected, and we've already done the exponent, and then plus 5. So now we have negative 8 minus 6 plus 5. Now at this point in order of operations, it might be tempting to do adding first and then subtract, but we actually want to add and subtract together from left to right. So we're going to start with negative 8 minus 6 and then plus 5. So negative 8 minus 6, so we are at negative 14. Now negative 14 plus 5 will end up with negative 9. And that will be our final answer on that one. Okay, so just make sure you're taking it systematically, step by step. Don't skip too many steps till you arrive at the correct answer. This is a good one to check in your calculator too. Okay, let's do the second one. So I'll do the same thing, negative 2x squared minus 3 times x plus 5. So in place of x, we have a negative 3. This is where it's really important to have parentheses so that we remember to do negative 3 squared. We need to make sure negative 3 squared, we do it as negative 3 times negative 3. So those parentheses have to be around that whole negative 3, which will equal a positive 9. Okay, so we now have negative 2, negative 3 squared was a positive 9. Negative 3 times a negative 3 will give us plus 9 plus 5. Negative 2 times 9, we get negative 18 plus 9 plus 5. And now that we're at this last step, we're going to go left to right with adding and subtracting. So negative 18 plus 9 will get negative 9 plus 5. Negative 9 plus 5 will get negative 4. And that's our final answer. And again, good one to check in the calculator.